Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're looking at how do we draw a cylinder in isometric projection given the front elevation and plan. Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna draw the front elevation and then the plan for the cylinder. Alright, okay, so we're gonna use, in the previous video, we looked at the development of a cone. And as mentioned in today's video, we're looking at the how do we draw the cylinder in isometric projection. All right, all right. So we're going to start by drawing the front elevation for the cylinder. Okay, I'm going to draw the height. All right, there's our front elevation for a cylinder. Okay, then we're going to draw the plan. All right, so there's our front elevation and there's our plan. Okay, for our cylinder. All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to draw the starting point for our cylinder. Okay, all right, so I've labeled the front elevation and plan for you, and I've put a little bit of space. I put some space between the front and the plan so that you can see the drawing a little bit more clearly. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna draw a line just to indicate the starting point for our isometric projection. Is that okay with you? Are you following so far? So we're drawing the actual cylinder in isometric projection now, okay? So I'm going to draw a construction line. Yes, I'm going to go line. So that line is the starting position. The line is about 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters. So with the t-square, we draw this horizontal line. And with the t-square, set square, we draw that vertical line, right? That indicates the starting position of the starting the lowest point for the isometric projection. Okay, all right, so we'll be drawing the receding lines going away from this point. Okay, so all right, so we'll be starting the isometric drawing for the cylinder. Okay, so we go here, start, so angle. All right, so we're gonna go around. Come back down. All right, so here's our the base, the, the base for the cylinder. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do from this point, we're gonna draw a line. So we're gonna make it one at 60. All right. We're going to do the same thing from the same point, but the angle would be 60 degrees to the left of the horizontal line, which would be a t-square line. So you would take a 60 30 set square and you put it at this angle. Okay? So if you was using the drafting equipment, this is how you would have gotten this 30-degree line. You would have had the t-square below the green set square. This is a 60 set square. And then you would draw the isometric square using these drafting instruments, right? So you would use a pencil, a t-square. So the t-square would give you the horizontal line. So when you put the green 36 set square on the t-square, you'll be able to draw this line, right? When you turn it on the other side, then you will get the other line, all right? So to draw the other side, you would place your set square on the other side and you would draw the other side, right? Okay. Then to complete the isometric square, you would move the set square up to the end of the line to get this line, and you would do the same thing for the other side when you turn the set square on the other side, okay? All right, this is how you would align the 3060 set square on the t-square. The t-square will be horizontal below the green 3060 set square, the triangle looking object. I would slide it to the starting point to give you this 60-degree angle, right? All right, so we're going to draw the 60 degrees from the starting point, and it will be 60 degrees to the horizontal, or the t-square if you're using a t-square, okay? So we set out our 60 degrees. All right, there it is. Good. So good job if you're following so far. All right, we're gonna do at this point where these two lines meet, we're gonna draw 60 degrees from this point coming down, right, on this side and on the left side, okay? Left side relative to this vertical line here, which was the starting line that we used to start off our isometric drawing. So we come and we're gonna come here, right? And we want a line going down 60 degrees, right? Coming down. All right, so we're gonna draw the line at 60 degrees to the horizontal from this point going towards the right. Okay, this side, right of the starting, this vertical starting line that we had used. Okay, so we're gonna go there. All right, so there's our line. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay. All right, we're gonna draw the next 60-degree line from this point going towards the left relative to this starting line that we started with at the start. All right, so we're gonna set off our line. All right, so I just removed the excess lines that we had to have our drawings clean. If you was using the traditional drafting instruments, you would let them save because those will be construction lines, all right? But I prefer to remove them in our AutoCAD. Remember, these lines were taller, these 60-degree lines were taller, and I fix them so that the part which we don't need, we wouldn't have them. All right, what I'll be doing now, we'll be drawing the circle for the base of the cylinder, all right? Remember, we're drawing the cylinder in isometric projection. All right, so here we go. We go across to there. Good job. All right. All right, so we're gonna draw the other arc. Okay, we're coming around. Are you following? I hope your drawing is coming out splendid like it should be. All right, so we're coming around now. with this point coming around to there. Did you get yours looking like mine? I hope so. All right, so we're gonna complete the base of the isometric cylinder. Okay, here it is. All right, good job if you got it so far, right? So this is how you would draw an isometric circle in an isometric square. Okay? All right. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get the height for the cylinder going up. All right? So I'm gonna start at this point, which is our starting point, and we're gonna go up. All right? So this would be our new starting point. Remember where it started down here? This would be our new starting point. So can you guess what I'm gonna do now to get the top? Can you guess? All right, so just as how we drew the isometric circle for the base of the cylinder using the isometric square, you have to draw an isometric square from this point, which is the height of our cylinder for today, right? So we're gonna draw an isometric square up there. So we're gonna set out our isometric square at the top. Yes. We're gonna come across, we're almost finished with the square, yes. All right. Is your drawing looking like that? Good job if it is. So you're following along. Good. Now we're gonna do the same thing which we did for the lower isometric circle at the base. Remember in another video we did the ellipse. It's a different construction, but it's really an ellipse that you would see, right? But we're not using the information that we use in the previous video how to construct an ellipse. I think there were two videos made, right? One was the first method, and then I use the other method where I use a rectangle. So maybe you could visit it after you finish watching this video. But it's that would be a flat isometric circle. This one will be a three-dimensional circle, but it's still an isometric circle. Okay. So the previous two videos, those will be plane geometry, and what we're doing now is solid geometry. Okay. All right. So if you recall, after we drew this square, we drew these lines, these 60-degree lines. So we're gonna do the same thing. Okay. Hope you're following along. All right. Good. So we come here. All right. Good. Gonna do the same thing on the left side at the starting point. Yes. All right. So we're gonna do the same thing here as we said there. All right. We're gonna draw a line. Good. Right. We're gonna do the same thing at this point up here. Right. So we're the same construction that we done here. We're gonna do it at the top. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do we want this one, we want this one up there, okay? Right. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna clean those extra lines. I wanna remove them, okay? All right, so what I did, I cleaned up my drawing. You want our drawings to be clean and precise. Well, we drew them precise, but want them to be clean. So what I do, I remove the extra lines that were extending. Remember, we had this line extending out just like in the base. So I've cleaned up the ones in the base and the ones at the top, right? The base, I mean, down here, and the top will be up here. So this will be the top of the cylinder. All right, can you guess what I'm gonna do next? You must be following along because it's the same thing that we did below. We're doing at the top. All right, in the for this one, where did I start? Well, it doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna start here. I don't think this is where we had started, the one below. All right, I just wanted to be a little bit different. All right, all right. So we're gonna go around. I think this is where we ended in the one below, right? So I just started it a different way to show you that there's a different way to do it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna come around now. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna draw that semicircular arc there. Yes, good. Then we're gonna finish drawing our isometric circle. All right. All right, good job if you followed along so far. All right. Now, having drawn the top of the cylinder and the base of the cylinder, can you guess what's the next step? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to answer. All right, what we're gonna do to complete the cylinder, we'll just draw a vertical line here to there. Good. Enter, enter, there to there, enter. And this would be our cylinder. All right. So here we have our completed isometric drawing of our cylinder. Did you manage to get yours completely done, neatly and accurately? If you did, good job, splendid. So in today's video, we drew the cylinder in isometric projection. All right. Now this brings us to the end of this brings us to an end of our video. And in the next video, I'll be showing the viewers how to draw the development for a truncated cone. All right. If you don't know what truncated mean, in the next video I'll tell you what it is, or you'll see what it is. So splendid job if you completed your drawing. Good job. Hope yours is looking better than mine, of course. Right. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to having you in the next video. Thanks for visiting the channel. Bye.